All right, go ahead. Let it rip. What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? Yeah. What you got?
Face off a big cage and Justin Travolta. High five to you. Too,
No,
my
I
friend.
was trying to focus the
Yeah,
camera.
you're focusing the camera. Yeah.
Focused up.
So anyway, I was watching this video the other day, and if you haven't watched it, PBS Eons is a really good YouTube channel. It's PBS, all that shit. And so there's Eons, there's astronomy, whatever, yada yada. So I was watching this video, and I came across a video about why we only have 5 fingers in evolution. Why did we select on 5? Because it goes into this detail about how early tetrapods had 8, 7, whatever, and little by little they lost them. Why? Well, it turns out it's just, I guess, the best for surface area and functionality, I guess. They really don't know why, but what really struck out to me is why no animal has more than 5 today. That was a little cool. I was like, oh, what's up with that? And they brought up this that I'm going to share on the screen. They brought up what's called Dollo's Law of Irreversibility. So essentially, based on this diagram, you can see that there's an old form, and this. It's not exactly the best diagram, and it says here that this isn't what evolution looks like. Doesn't just go in lines.
Oh, that's so weird. That's exactly what I thought it looked like.
Yeah, no, that's not what happens. And then it's basically saying that it's a law proposed, Dollo's principle, whatever, yada yada. An organism never returns exactly to its former state, even if it finds itself placed in conditions of existence identical to those in which it previously lived, whatever. So that was explaining why we don't have more than 5 fingers today. And I thought that was cool, and I thought, all right, what else can that be applied to?
Wait, can you put that in like simp terms?
Simp terms? It's why
Yeah.
birds don't have teeth, but dinosaurs did. Once you lose something evolutionarily, that's a word. Once you lose that, you won't gain it back.
Well, that
Well,
could
yeah,
be
like,
I was gonna say like bats.
In what regard?
They they're blind, but they use echolocation to get around. Were they always
Well,
like that, or did it evolve into
So
that at
you're
some
saying
point?
they had it vision?
oh, that's true.
They
they're not.
were eventually. At first, they were just rats. Or just
Yeah, so they
rodents.
had to.
Yeah, so
They saw,
Bats can
seen it
still
at some point.
see. They just don't like.
See well.
People say blind as a bat, but yeah, they don't see well.
Yeah.
It's like they got like fucking no. It's like John Cena. They can't see shit.
It's almost like a T-Rex based on movement.
Yeah.
So why would they? So I'm sure you're gonna get into that, but why would they lose? How did they lose their fingers?
It's just there wasn't a need to have 6 because at first they were paddles. Almost, they were like, imagine a whale, because
We
whale
were all
has
living in the water, right?
yeah, a whale has a hand and fingers. It's just they're flippers. So you go back to early tetrapods, they had flippers, but it was like webbing, and they had
So you're
7.
saying they had 6 or 7 or 8?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and,
it could have. Yeah.
and then as they became more adapted to land, they started losing their digits, and they landed on 5 as being evolution doesn't pick what's best; it's just what works, kind of deal. So that's kind of what we stuck with. And most mammals have 5. And then birds, I think, only have 3. Maybe 4.
Yeah.
Regardless.
I think they have 4.
Yeah,
Like, 3 in
regardless.
the
No
front, 2 in
animal
the
has
back,
more
1
than
back.
5. And I thought that
Well,
was...
I feel like if you think about it, whenever you grab something with your hand, you don't need another finger. You can do everything with the 5 fingers that we have.
Exactly.
You think about sports that we play. You think
Well-
about things you pick up. Things about
That's more
whatever
your
it
thumb than
is.
anything.
Right.
Arguably,
So
you
all
could-
we need was this.
Yes.
I could
Your
get away
thumb.
with. I can get away with probably 3.
Which is why that's what birds landed on, or even some frogs, mainly.
Oh, I see. You did
Yeah.
landed on because they land on
Yeah.
their feet.
Yeah,
you did.
it just, I guess... Oh, I didn't even... Okay, shut up. Shut the fuck up. You got me for a second.
So the fact is that we used to have 7 fingers, 6 fingers, but we didn't really need them, so that's why we only have 5. And we can't go back
Yes.
Because once you
But it has
add and
happened
you lose it,
evolution.
you're done.
Yes, it has happened in evolution that the video explains. It has happened, but it's very rare in the fossil record. That once you lose a trait, it's like
People
why
go
we don't have
back.
tails, birds don't have teeth, that kind of thing. Once you lose
So
something,
let me ask you this:
I got more to this.
What if? So what about in like say like, can like we go down to 4 fingers
yeah,
over time,
probably.
and then we could have 3 fingers?
I mean, look at
if
aliens.
We just don't need them.
Aliens only have 3, and that's like
Well, that's our creation of an alien. We don't
Fair.
fucking know what
Let's-
aliens look like.
Yeah.
fair.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, you got me there.
Hey,
But
That's interesting.
so anyway, I was thinking, like, how can you apply this law of evolution or biology to real world scenarios? And I thought, all right, well, what's one of those? Oh, flip phones. Okay. They probably won't ever make a comeback. That kind of deal. And then I was thinking, oh, MP3 players, that kind of deal. As technology evolved, it will never go back to that. And I guess it's just technology could be used
What
for
about
biology.
Schrodinger's cat? Because now we do have flip phones again.
But are they really as popular?
They're
not in the same
okay,
sense.
Yes.
They're not
Yeah.
in the same sense.
The Samsung Z Fold, Samsung Flip,
But
we got those.
Remember what
They're
I
coming
said.
back.
It could go back. It's just rare. So it could, because
So
they're talking about in the video they were
but-
talking 500 million years ago, and then some organism popped up 250 million years ago, or through a large span of
that was
time,
similar.
and it had 6 or 7 digits, and they're like, well, why is this? And it's just the thing of convergent evolution, that 2 things evolve the same thing independently. So they're not.
Right,
Maybe
so it's like a
Samsung or
recessive traits versus dominant traits kind of thing, but it's more on like a prolonged scale with evolution.
Well,
Like
yeah, I
if
mean,
two species come together that kind of evolved from
Well, it's
different
like-
things but had similar characteristics.
Well, us and cephalopods, they have really good eyes, but we evolved completely separately. It's just an example of convergent evolution.
what
What do you
what's
mean?
a cephalopod? What'd you say?
Squids, octopus,
Hmm.
octopi. They have amazing eyesight,
So-
but we evolved completely separately to get our eyes. So that's an example of
Oh, you're
convergent
saying-
evolution.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of just a coincidence that we ended up at the same spot.
Yeah, it's 2 things evolving completely separate from each other, but reaching the same end goal.
Oh,
So I guess you can say
Okay.
birds had to come for convergent evolution to become bipedal. Like that's kind of a stretch.
What
But
about humans evolving? Actually, no, never mind. That's dumb. I was gonna say.
now you have to say it.
No,
Yeah, now we
I
need to
forgot
know.
that everything used to be connected. But I was gonna say, like, on the western side, like the U.S. and stuff, humans evolving there, and then humans evolving in like Europe. Like we're both evolving at the same time. We're both humans, but we're in different places. But we all ended up in the same point.
Well, we all came
Well,
from the
it's
same
like
point.
it's like Homo sapiens and fucking Neanderthals.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
They're like
the-
you know,
But that's not convert because we still stem from Homo erectus before that. We're not evolving
Right.
independently.
Homo erectus.
Yeah.
actually that's true. Okay.
So it's not necessarily
Okay.
the
Did
same. What you could say convergent evolution is both Homo erectus and Homo sapiens may have evolved tools around the same time. So it's not a biological trait, but more of a cultural trait that they adapted convergently, completely separated from each other.
Yeah, like 2
Gotcha.
people on separate sides of the world, basically.
I mean, dude,
Going through
So-
evolution and building things and coming to the same, like they do the same
So, Richard,
construction,
you're
same
saying
jobs,
that the
stuff
people
like that.
in England are evolving differently than we are in the U.S. Is that what you're saying?
culturally,
I mean, culturally, yeah, they are, but
we have the same
I
economic,
mean,
how
they-
does that
environmental stresses.
translate to having 4 fingers? Are they going to lose their picky first, or we are?
Well, they got worse teeth than us. So.
Yeah, they'll lose their teeth
yeah,
first. They'll go straight to bills. But going back to our space talk, if we were to colonize Mars, they have less gravity. Human bone density would go down. We'd get smaller, and that's how another way maybe we can get 3 fingers. We don't have a need for 4 and
Wouldn't-
5 anymore.
Would they get smaller or taller because there's less gravity?
I don't know for sure. I mean, we don't
Wouldn't
know.
it stretch them out? They definitely have bigger dicks. That's for sure. They'd have to.
Well, no, there's less gravity
Right.
pulling it down to the planet.
Their penises
They'd
are
have
inside their
more,
belly
you know,
buttons.
more of an angle on their erections, but when it's flaccid, It would kind of almost float. It wouldn't
It
hang.
just kind of
Oh,
floats
wait, is
there.
that-
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's less gravity, right?
It's not as
So
girthy.
yeah, they'd be taller.
No, I mean, yeah, I guess, but you
It's-
don't need as strong
right,
of a
that's like-
skeletal structure.
But think of it this way, like human beings, back even just 2,000, 3,000 years ago used to be much shorter.
Mhm.
Like we've evolved in that time, and we've got people that are fucking like 9 feet tall now.
That's probably due to diet, though.
Yeah.
Why is
Look at Andre the Giant. He was a beast.
Well, he
why
had
do we need to be
a
so?
pituitary
Why
problem.
do we need to be so tall?
Yeah, gigantism.
Like what was it that being tall? What does that help you for? Like
Survival.
in evolution, right?
Getting
How?
apples from the top of the
Let me
tree.
hold on.
Well, so
he's
okay.
right.
since
Hold on.
I'm
I have a
the
question.
tallest
Like
one
giraffes.
here,
Wait,
I can
Mal,
reach a lot of
That's up-
things that are really up high.
Bazinga!
that's up for debate.
Zing! Fucking zinged him.
I
How
don't
you
like,
doing?
what does so I can reach a low hanging fruit, or can I just like get a ladder and do that?
All right,
that's
Fire.
do
like
that 200,000 years ago.
Right, yeah.
Fire.
Well, what if? But like also because I'm bigger, I'm bad at hide and seek. So in a survival situation, I would be found much quicker.
But
than
you're
someone
more
who's shorter.
intimidating. Bears stand up. Gorillas beat their chest. It's your.
So you're saying it's
for
just
intimidation.
because? Is that why?
Why you're tall? No, you're tall based on
No.
your genes.
You're a teddy bear.
So is that why people are tall so they can intimidate other people? Was our evolutionary trait?
No, but it's no surprise people from Northern Europe are usually taller than like Asian countries. It's just their genetic evolutionary history. It selected taller
'Cause they
people
have-
in Europe as opposed to Asian countries where the average height is lower. It's just
maybe they had
Maybe it had something to
maybe
do
they
with
had
the
bigger
geography and type of trees, yeah, and just like the habitat in general, like the area that they live in.
Yeah.
It could have just needed different things.
could be. I mean, we can go into it, but that's a whole. I mean, you gotta like go read like a
That's
research
fucking
paper.
rabbit hole idea.
Yeah.
interesting. Segue. You know what has not evolved too well is my dumb man brain.
In what respect?
In what respect? So remember that I got a ticket a couple weeks ago. I told you that story.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
So you got another one?
So, and this is how I'm dumb. So, like a typical piece of shit, I had my ticket and I left it on my desk for about a month.
Nice.
And I kept saying, "Yeah, I'll take care of that. I'll take care of that." So I looked at the ticket and I thought I had to send it back in by
Oh,
the
boy.
25th, right?
Oh, brother.
February 25th. I won't say what year, so we don't know when we're recording. But I was supposed to
Okay.
I was supposed to mail it in.
Quick,
the
someone get a
25th.
newspaper.
Yeah.
So now it's Sunday, right? I think the 25th was a Friday. It's now Sunday before, and I look at my ticket, and it's actually due the 21st. So I go, that's kind of a problem. So I go to UPS, and I'm like, okay, I need to overnight this. And she's like, okay. She looks it up, and it's gonna be $100 overnight.
For a piece of paper.
I'm like, for a piece of paper. I'm like, okay, fuck that. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm not overnighting it. In addition to that, Monday was whatever holiday it was, President's Day. What holiday was it? Just President's Day,
President's Day, yeah.
21st.
Well, it
Okay.
depends
Yeah.
on what year you're
So-
talking about, Evan.
Yeah, that's right. So it was the day. It was the Sunday before a holiday. My ticket was due on the 21st. I was due in court on the 21st, which was the holiday. So I was like, I don't get what they want me to do about this. I can't do anything about this. So we leave UPS, and now we're like, okay, I kind of fucked this up because I'm an idiot. So we're pulling out of the place, and there's a state trooper parked in the parking lot, and I literally pull up next to him, get out of my car, and I approach him, and I tell him the whole
Oh my
story about the ticket. And this is why I
Oh,
thought it was
Jesus
so funny.
Christ.
Because Zach was literally ripping this old guy who asked the state trooper for a favor back at when I was telling this
Oh
story.
my god, yes, you're that old guy.
I literally asked the cop for a favor, went up to him, and I was like, "Hey, I got a ticket because my car was overdue for inspection." Right. And I also was like, not the car I'm currently driving. It was my other car that's in the garage at home that I'm not using. So
Yeah,
I'm just
nice.
explaining everything to him.
This guy's probably like, get the fuck out of here, dude. What are you
But he was
doing?
like,
I don't give a shit.
the guy was like pretty cool. He's like, don't worry about it. If it's the first time, it was like your first court appearance, you can just send it in late. So I'm like, okay, great. Now I feel great. Sometimes
Yeah,
the
he probably just
punchline to
said
the
that.
story.
Yeah, he just said that to
Wait,
shoot
the
you.
punchline.
Get this
I
fucking
should
guy
have
out of
started with the punchline of the story is my dumb male brain, and procrastination's actually good. So it was Tuesday, right? I sent the ticket in, and I pled guilty because I'm guilty. I'm not even gonna hide it. And last Friday, I got something in
My
the mail
fucking
from the
money.
court. I got something in the mail from the court that said, basically, I got it right here. They dismissed my case because it was on a holiday.
No fucking way.
Meanwhile,
The
this
cop didn't
letter
even tell you that.
dismissing.
He probably knew that. How did he not know that?
Meanwhile, dismissing the case. They sent this on February 21st of an unknown year. I sent my ticket in pleading guilty right after that. So they're going to get a ticket from me pleading guilty.
Doesn't matter though.
Yeah, but it's thrown
It's
out
been
already.
dismissed.
You know how
It's gonna get
fast they
thrown
fucking
out.
trash that?
Yeah, you can't
So,
be tried for the same
maybe-
that crime.
So just tying it back
Freedom
together.
from double jeopardy, baby. OJ
Maybe
knows a
I
lot about that.
evolved- What? Small gloves?
Freedom from double jeopardy.
Oh, I missed that. But yeah, maybe I'm just evolved to procrastinate, and it's actually helped me. So I
Well,
figured you guys would
You
appreciate
might
that
be
story.
the only
Okay.
one.
Yo, talking about evolution, actually, how come? Maybe this is just me. I don't know, but how come my penis is the darkest part of my entire body?
Holy
Oh,
shit!
wow, boy.
What?
I don't know.
It's like, is it just me or like? Because I'm pretty. I mean, this is not. It's
White boy?
darker. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
it's darker,
You're not that
and
olive.
and it
even-
doesn't see. Yo, it
Come
doesn't
on,
see
put your
any
pants on,
sun.
let's see.
It sees no sunlight. It's constantly inside my pants, and it's still it's still the
have you
darkest part of my body.
Have you compared it to your butthole?
Yeah, I was just
It's
gonna
got
say
a-
not
you
that
got a
dark.
point.
It's not that
Oh,
dark.
there you go.
You know what's crazy? You'll never
That's another
see.
thing. Why don't I have a bleached asshole? Like it gets no. It's what the hell?
You'll
Sunlight
never
tanning it?
see your butthole ever with your own eyes. Just think about that.
Not if you're
That's
really a
true.
contortionist.
And that's true too.
Probably not.
Counterpoint.
I
Probably
think
not.
they might
Can
be
you
able
lick your
to.
own asshole?
Hey, so hold on. I can't. So I saw that topic on the show notes, and I thought it was a joke. So you actually want to talk about why your penis is so dark?
He already is.
Oh.
Oh, no, I
No,
was curious to see if I was the only one, and then I started
my-
thinking I was like, also like, does my why are penises so sensitive? Why is like areolas and certain penises
really get into
they
it.
just have less skin cells? Like what's
No,
going
they have
on here?
more
Like,
nerve
Right here.
endings.
Let's call in a doctor. Yeah. Yeah, it's more nerve endings.
Wow.
And honestly, if you are circumcised, apparently it is less sensitive.
I've heard that.
interesting.
If you're
Well, but they probably
circumcised,
kill
it's
some of the
less
nerves.
sensitive. That's true.
Yeah.
They probably just kill some of the
Can't
nerves.
confirm.
Well, they
Yeah.
cut part of your
I
dick
got
off.
circumcised at a late age, so I know the
I
before
was
and
12.
after.
I was 12 when I got
Yourself.
circumcised.
I
Were
did
you-
it myself.
All right. Who was it?
Right.
Moses?
Fucking
Abraham?
hack job.
One of those people from the
Have you
Old
seen the
Testament?
movie
Yeah.
Year One?
Exactly.
Was that Michael
Has anyone
Cera?
seen Year
So-
One with Jack
Oh
Black
god.
and
Yeah,
Michael
that's
Cera?
been
Yeah.
forever.
He pulls
I
out
didn't
the
see it.
foreskin, the old foreskin.
Awesome.
It's like crumpled up.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's like a dried up umbilical cord.
That's
I
gross.
guess, Richie, I suffer from a different problem. My penis is beet red. I don't know why.
Oh, that's not good.
You need to see a doctor. So I actually got something, little Google action. Your
Why your
skin
penis
between
is so
your
dark?
butt cheeks and directly surrounding your anus is generally darker than your actual skin color, and it can result from friction, hormonal changes, and excess pigment. Bleaching is a way of lightening this area temporarily.
What about your penis?
What he said.
I guess you can bleach
Friction.
your penis too. Yeah,
No, he said his ass. He
Friction.
said
you
asshole.
too much, Rich.
I think, yeah, Richie, I think it's the
Over time, I was being
you,
off
you
coming
and
out of the
Evan
womb.
have the same issue.
I was just jerking off as I was coming out.
Knowing you
Christ,
probably.
It's like, what the fuck is
Get
this?
a tissue. Get him a tissue.
I mean, I think, Vin, I don't know if you saw, but I saw Richie's balls at
We've all seen his
Ron's
balls.
bachelor party.
We've all seen his balls.
They were alarmingly dark. Alarmingly dark. I put it like that.
I mean, we have
What's wrong
sadly
with
we
you,
have
dude?
pictures, and I would have to agree with you.
It was for Ron. We did it for Ron.
Do we have pictures?
Well, I'm not
No.
showing them, no, but we have pictures that we've shared between our friends.
Yeah.
I know you got. You probably have my. I think Kyle has my ass too.
Yeah.
Oh,
after this show, I'm gonna have to get. I need to be reminded of what color
No,
they
you
were.
This is what we need a
shade.
Patreon for.
It's like my hair. It's like my
exactly.
hair. It's like my hair color.
Share those for
It's like
the
this.
dirt cheap price of $59.99.
Yeah.
I think it was
We'll get some
Carmen Jello.
What was it?
Carmen Jello?
The hell's that?
No.
What is
It
Carmen
was from
Jello?
Key and Peele skit. Key and
I
Peele
can't.
skit.
Yeah, I can't quote that.
Okay.
I haven't seen Key and Peele enough to. That show is hilarious though. There's a couple episodes that I've seen.
Yo, he's coming out with a new movie in the summer. I think.
Oh
it's-
yeah,
fuck,
Is
it's
he?
just-
it looks
Jordan?
ridiculous.
It looks
I think
nuts.
that's the purpose.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's just called No or something.
yeah, something like that.
It's just like one word.
So, Richie, does when you get
No,
your physical,
It's
do you have to,
NOPE? Yep.
Yeah.
Richie,
What?
do you have to warn your doctor before you take off your pants?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta bring out a spotlight to see it.
Yeah, that's what I
When
was
you
gonna
go
say. I was like, hold on, warning.
It's like
Make sure you have
made
your
of the
glasses on
darkest
for this.
material.
You can't really see it, but when you
As
see it,
black
it's
as
that dark.
black?
It's that dark beauty mark on my leg.
Yeah, it's Vanta Black. Your penis is Vanta Black. If you wanna Google that real quick.
Man, oh, is that
my
the darkest
God.
color?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna show on our
Fanta
screen,
Black.
but I'll Google it.
There you go.
What's
Yeah, this shit is nuts. It literally looks like nothing's there.
Yeah.
What?
That's
a
what's
face?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing, just
Get
painted.
the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's how
what-
dark it is.
You got that between your legs, don't you?
Yeah, but it's yeah.
It's one ball each.
Yeah.
But
All
they
right,
have
can we
a lot
stop
of these
talking? Can we
colors.
stop talking about my balls and dick?
You
You
brought
guys,
it.
come on.
You brought it up,
That's
dude.
fair.
Right,
You did bring it
enough.
up.
You brought
Come
it
on.
up.
I'm-
Yeah, well, I didn't.
You
We just
brought
talked
it up.
10 minutes. 10 minutes here
Yo,
on my dick.
Speaking
on.
of doctors, though,
What are we
since we're
doing?
on the topic of doctors, hold on.
Oh, that
Would
was
you rather
one
have
that just
would you
walked
rather
in.
have would you rather have
Yeah.
a really dark penis? Last thing, hold on. Last thing.
Bro,
Would you
you
rather have a
told us to
really
stop talking
Nope,
about
already.
it.
all right.
Oh, I'm typing something. All right, go. One of you.
Go ahead.
Someone.
Go ahead, Rich.
No, I'm not gonna say. You guys
No,
don't
you
want
have to say it.
All right. So, would you rather have a really, really, really dark penis on a really, 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 really white body, or a really, really,
Got 'em.
really white penis on a really, really, really dark body?
And it's just my
Well, this-
dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, just your dick.
It either looks
feel
like it's like darker than like the empty void of space, or it looks like the holy grail between your legs.
Yes.
I prefer that
Yes.
actually, probably then. It's like
Right?
A
I
beacon.
feel like I would.
Yeah,
Like gold member?
exactly.
Yeah, I'd go with that then. Because you
You
wouldn't be
gotta
able to
Be the
see.
dick.
beacon. for miles.
I think, man, that's tough. I don't know. I feel like each has its advantages and disadvantages. I feel like having a really, really white dick would scare somebody.
Well, so would having a
I
really
think
dark
so
dick.
it'd be too
blinding.
Yeah. I think, you know what? I think it would be better to have really dark because I think dicks are overall perceived to be ugly, so it might be harder to see a dark dick, maybe,
That's
and be
okay.
more enjoyable.
A line of thinking.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I'm thinking about the other person, you know?
Well,
Yeah,
it's not
that's really
exhibiting light.
selfless of you. Yeah, it's not actually shining.
That'd be
It just
crazy.
looks like it is.
I'm just thinking of like a white,
It's like when you
a really like
are at the
paper.
pool or on vacation, and the whitest kid you know, his swim trunks fall off of his ass, and the sun hits it in just the right way. It blinds you. You're like, oh Jesus! Like that's what it is.
That's how I look without my pants on.
I'm thinking whiter than that. I'm thinking really whiter than that. I think I'd go with dark. Final answer, lock it in.
Dun dun dun.
So what is your guy's favorite doctor? I only bring this up because one, we were just talking about physicals, and two, I just went to the eye doctor and I fucking love the eye doctor. The best doctor, hands down. Somebody changed my mind.
I've never been to one.
I
What?
don't really know. I like going to the primary care physician, getting a physical. He touches your balls a little bit, gives you how you
Okay,
doing. You know,
so
he's nice. You trust him. He's there.
Do you
how
trust him?
how often do you go to your GP?
Supposed to go every year.
I
Right,
never go. I don't even have one, to be honest with you.
Right.
I
He's probably your favorite because you never see him.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to my pediatrician
Yes, he's my
until I
least
was like
favorite, actually.
25.
You went to your
I was showing up to the
pediatrician?
Yeah, I showed up, like the same, they have the playhouse. It was like the same playhouse I was in when I was fucking 2.
Yeah.
Just
Where?
crawling around. Where it's in Somers, or how Kelly says it's Somers.
Nah. I stopped going when I was like 18. It was pretty late for me as
I
I
was
well.
kept
definitely in
going.
college when I stopped
Well,
too.
to the pediatrician? Yeah, because
Yeah.
like you're supposed to stop at 18.
I was like, "Hey,
It's like
Dr.
your last
Zerlin,"
one.
and he was like, "Drop your jaws." I was
Yep.
like, "Oh,
I
God."
Calm down. Let me take a look. Wow, you've really
I
grown.
You
Wow,
didn't
that's
grow
dark.
You should probably get this checked out.
one time Kyle was over my house and we were talking about, I think the next day he was getting his physical, or I was getting the next physical, and he told me that every time, sorry Kyle,
Just say a buddy. You don't have to name drop him.
okay, so
Well,
one of my
nobody knows who
friends
Kyle
who
is, so
I won't name, he's nameless, he
Cut
told
that,
me
cut that, cut that.
we'll cut it. He told me that whenever the doctor touched his balls, he'd start laughing. So I was like, all right, that's pretty funny. So sure enough, when I went to the doctor, I was thinking about it, and the doctor started touching my balls, and I started laughing. And then the doctor was like, "Is everything okay?" And I'm just like, "No, I'm good. Don't worry about it."
I just really like what you're doing down there.
And then he's like, "I'm more concerned about your erection."
Dude, I used to I that's like the biggest problem that I have in life in general. I'm always thinking of
Erections?
these like no.
Oh,
They
I'm
they
always
have something for that.
I'm always thinking of these funny moments that's happened in my life. Like I'll just be like driving or something or like whatever, or I'll be just like walking in the store and I'll think of something funny that happened like a week ago or whatever. And I start cracking up laughing. People are probably walking by me like, what the fuck is wrong with this fucking
Where did
kid? He's
this?
just
Yeah,
walking
what
around
insane
giggling like what
asylum did this guy escape out of?
it's brutal, dude. I make like faces at myself in my mirror when I'm at home. I'm like making myself crack up laughing. Like hear my neighbor is like, "What the hell is going on over there in this fucking in this guy's room?" This guy's just constantly laughing. What is
Got the
going
joke.
thinking
on?
about
Making the
Thinking about
faces in
your
the
dark
mirror.
ball-
Are you
Listen,
okay?
If I
Yeah,
if I
like
had
a
balls
fucking
as dark
crazy
as you,
person.
I'd be laughing all the time too.
Rich, you actually reminded me of a story. It's a short story, but it was for Cortico. We lost you during the night, and I guess my apartment was locked. So me and Liam or someone walk in the backyard, and we just see your car on, and we see you sitting in the driver's seat, and we just knock on the window, and yeah. I don't know. I just thought of that.
Looked up like it was the first time he'd seen you in forever.
Yeah, it just seemed like, oh, it was like the face of recognition, like, oh, that kind of shit.
Just totally zonked out in the seat, like
Well, yeah, I mean, it was
Oh.
November. It was probably cold, so you thought, oh, I'll sit in my car.
that was a great weekend.
That was a great weekend. Even
That was
though
an amazing
I got
weekend.
arrested, but that's fine.
No. Yo, you need a
Sometimes that
lawyer?
happens.
Well, I
Richie
already,
can represent you.
I mean, I already paid the ticket, pled guilty.
Yeah, get my cousin Vinny out there.
Um,
Oh hey, hey,
This
hey,
Ute right here.
is he? Are you saying you?
Sorry,
Oh
to
god.
you.
And
So-
so I actually yeah.
Go ahead. I'll tell my
Well,
story after.
Just on the subject of dark buttholes, how does everybody feel about pooping at work?
I love it.
Oh,
Ooh, you know what? Here's the thing. Talking about evolution as well, I went from never ever shitting at school. Like I would never do it. I was frightened to death because I also just would go into the bathroom and like make fun of the kid taking a shit in the stall because I'm a fucking immature asshole. I actually got in school suspension for that on
Nice.
one kid. Yeah, it was he put me in the bully box. I swear to God, real story. It was a whole thing.
Say
What,
it
in
after. Say it
college?
after. Say it after.
This was in high school. This was in middle school. But anyway, so all right, so high school, still frightened to death. College, I would never shit in like the audit, like in like you walk out of the classroom, like in the hall there, never shit there. And then I got to where I am now, and I have no shame shitting in the office. I don't give a shit. I gotta take a shit, man. I'm going in there and I'm gonna blow it up, 100%.
dude, you've really matured. You've really matured.
Yeah.
I think in some areas I've progressed, in other areas I've regressed. In high school, you'd never catch me dead shitting in high school. I think in college I cared less pooping in public, but it's like fucking I put like it's like looks like a pyramid of toilet paper on the seat. I'm never bare ass to seat ever.
Yeah.
Ditto.
Ever.
Really?
And I don't trust people who do bare ass to seat
Unless
in
it's a
public.
freshly
I'm sorry.
clean. If
No,
it's freshly
what do you mean
clean,
freshly
you know
clean?
if you know the janitor's rotation, like dude, I go play hockey at the Bruce Rice Arena. I know at 10:30 that bathroom's being cleaned. I'm going to take a shit in there for sure.
Are you watching him clean it?
No paper. No, you give it a glance. You
No,
go like this.
I
You give it a
always
nice
use
little
paper.
glance. You know,
And my favorite
you
is
you get down on like one knee and like make sure that you can like see the reflection of like
Look for the
reflection of the piss. You're going like this, and you start like beatboxing,
my favorite thing is when
and
you
then you take
pull
a
up,
shit.
it's on the wall and you pull it down. You know what I'm talking about? It's like shaped like a toilet seat, and then you gotta
Yeah,
rip
those
the thing
suck.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Those
is
are brutal.
terrible.
I love those.
It's a shit from the doctor's office.
I mean,
Shit
That's
paper.
exactly what
toilet
it is.
paper is a lot easier to spread around, but
Yeah,
that
but
thing
that's
works.
for the inner of your ass. That's not for your
What do you mean the
cheeks.
inner of my
You're
ass?
wasting. It's for your asshole.
It's for wiping,
can't-
not for putting on.
you
the
can't-
What are you
toilet.
talking about?
Exactly.
I'm talking about the plastic thing that's
Right,
shaped
no,
like a toilet
I'm
seat.
saying
no.
you're an
Are we talking about
animal
the
for
same thing?
using toilet paper.
Oh, I
On the
use
seat.
toilet paper.
Oh
why?
no, because
Dude,
that
there's
is
people
a
who-
sacred, valuable item used solely for the butthole.
No,
But it's
In
but
his
it's I feel like it's
defense-
more clean. I don't. Yeah, go ahead, Vin.
No,
Go
in
ahead.
his defense, you're using extra toilet paper. But you're
Yeah.
screwing over the future
No.
inhabitants of that
They
bathroom.
got so much fucking
No, I
toilet
understand.
paper.
I understand that, but I'm not
How do you
putting.
feel when there's no TP on that roll and you're like, oh god damn it, I just used
It
it all in
hasn't
the
really
fucking
happened.
seat.
Terrible.
It doesn't
gotta
But
happen.
that's not
to
my
me.
problem when I'm shitting.
Dude,
It's a
if
problem when it
someone,
happens
a
to me. But
stranger's, it's bad enough that my dick shares the same airspace as someone else's dick. I don't like that. So I'm going to put my ass cheeks on a seat where someone's ass cheeks just were. What are you
Yeah,
fucking
Oh no,
nuts?
so yeah.
No, I sit bare ass sometimes.
Oh, I used to
You're
embarrass all the time.
savage.
That is everyone before me is insignificant. That is my throne. That is my
Yeah.
time, and I am taking control of this John.
Yeah.
then
Well,
you know,
listen,
like then you got like
dude.
you got piss thighs, you know, all over your like.
No, don't worry. I'm like using a little bit of a like
What,
they got the
toilet
paper
paper,
towel.
asshole?
Well,
I'll,
you
no,
use
I'll
your-
use it.
paper
I'll
for
use
your
a paper
asshole?
towel. I'll wet it. I'll wipe the seat down and be like, okay, well now I know this is good to go.
So time
Well,
And
out.
then I will
So
you
you
don't always-
waste water and paper towels. You're an
before I
asshole.
waste TP, 100%.
Wait. Where are you getting water from when you're taking a shit? There's no sink in your stall.
He's dumping in
If
the
you go into a
toilet.
public bathroom, there's a sink there.
Well,
where you're
not if
sitting.
you're going to like a sporting event or something
Dude,
like
I
that.
can't believe you put your
One-
like. And I'm talking about
There's
you're gonna go in a
when you go
bathroom.
to freaking IBS arena. You're telling me you go into one of the bathrooms. There's not going to be a sink in there.
Oh, so you're saying you go take a paper towel, tap
take a
it with
paper
water,
towel.
then walk into the toilet?
Yeah,
That's
100%.
That's
you're
insane.
you're an
That's
absolute
insane.
sociopath.
What?
Wipe
Dude,
it
what
down
do
a little
you-
bit, give it a little rub, and boom, it's my time.
Can I ask you a question?
Fire away.
Where has been the gnarliest place you've shit where you've gone bare ass?
The woods.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
No. I want to see ass. I want to hear about ass on porcelain.
Okay.
Where did you do it?
A John, a Porter John,
Yeah,
100%.
a festival. I took a shit. Yeah, that's probably it.
You
just
gotta go.
bare
bro.
ass on seat.
You,
Yo,
you
people are
fucking
fucking
gotta
sweating.
go.
Their ass cheeks
People-
are sweating, and you're
look,
sitting on it.
People shit in the little urinal, makeshift urinal they have in
Yep,
those Porter
I've
Johns.
seen that.
So it's
One of
fucking
my cousins-
no rules. It is worse than the Wild Wild West in a Porter
Dude,
John.
that is crazy. I'm gonna be fucking squatting before I put my bare ass on a porta potty seat.
Yeah, but then you
But
make
quick
more of a
aside,
mess.
what?
Yeah,
No,
definitely.
you don't.
You can get shit all
No,
over
you
the place
don't.
if you squat.
You gotta put
How do you
toilet
guys
paper
shit?
down.
If I'm squatting
No
and
one's
shitting,
squatting.
there's not shit
You
going
know who
everywhere.
squats? Every woman I know squats. No, no, yes.
Yeah, because they're fucking smarter than men.
But isn't that when they're just peeing, not when they're shitting?
Oh, good
No,
point. I don't know.
Hold
I'll
on,
put out
women.
my
when they have
feelers.
to poop in public, they're not. They're squatting, pooping in public for sure.
Oh, that's risky. I wouldn't do that. I would always.
Yeah,
Do a quick
no,
aside, and then
that
when I
is
get back
asking
on this,
for it.
You ever taken a
guys
shit in the
know-
woods?
You guys know? Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
have. You guys know actually, my mom. I took a shit in the woods right next to my house, and my mom caught me, and she made me wash it with a pitcher of water.
She didn't make him pick it up and throw it away. That's what I would have done. It's like, why are you shooting
Dude, it
in
was
my
like-
yard?
It was this.
You know,
Go
like
clean
your
that up.
dog.
So when I poop at work, right, I'm so particular about it. Number one, when I go in, I look under the stall walls and make sure there's no one there. I don't like pooping next to someone. So if there's someone in there, I go upstairs because I want to be in peace.
Right there.
Do
Right,
you
so-
okay? So you start by looking under, right? You don't go into the
I
stall
walk
and then
in,
look under.
I walk in, I'm looking under because they couldn't afford the fucking ceiling, so they,
Why is that
Okay.
custom?
Yeah, it needs to be all
floor to
over.
ceiling.
Yeah. Why isn't that
So
most
that's the
type of
first thing
public
I do.
restrooms? Sorry,
I don't know. It should be. It's more money.
I'm interrupting.
Go ahead.
No, that was it.
No, it's all right. It should be. But, I take a look under the stalls. If no one's in there, then I fucking grab the thing, I grab it, the tablecloth, put it down, and I shit, I shit. And then, so here's the thing. If someone comes in, right, while I'm shitting, and I finish shitting, I wait for them unless they're pooping next to me, and I don't want them to see me. If that makes sense. So if they
Are
go
you
in and they,
ashamed of your poo?
Yo, who gives a shit?
I guess I do.
Literally.
You're
So
ashamed
if
of
they
your
come
shit?
in, so one time they or several times they come in and they pee, right? They're peeing and I finish, right? And I'm all done, I'm fucking buckled up. I will, because I'm taller than the stall wall, I will if this is me, I go like this
Oh
so
yeah,
they can't
100%.
see me over the wall. And I just sit there and like crouch forward like this, right? They wash their hands, they leave, and then I skip out.
Yeah, no, that is something I can relate to. Making extra effort not to like poke my head up or like seeing through the cracks if someone's there.
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't get it though.
Yeah,
You
you
make
make
any
eye
like
contact,
sense.
and you're like, ah!
Zach, can I say that you make zero sense because you're so cavalier about putting your bare ass on disgusting ass porcelain seats,
yeah.
right? But you draw the line. You draw the line where someone could see your face. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's not really the facing; it's more for them because I may have just done something diabolical.
That's fair. That's fair. I got so one time I went to take a shit. Actually, I have two shit at work stories, but one of them, I wanted to take a shit, and I saw someone's phone on the railing. Right?
Oh no! So you were
So
like, someone's coming back for this?
I was like, this is a problem. So number one, I had to ask myself what to do, and what I realized was, if I take the phone and say, "Hey, someone lost their phone," then they would know I was shitting because it was in the stall. So I said, well, I can't do that because I don't want them to know I was shitting. So I left the phone there. And then like an hour later, an email comes out from the office from someone else. Says, hey, I found the phone in his bathroom. Whose is it? So now I know someone replied to that email. So now I know that at least two other people were shitting that day, and I know
What
exactly
makes
who
you think
they
they were
were.
shitting?
Yeah, what if the door was open? They could have just seen the phone.
They
No,
went for a
because it was the
tissue.
last stall.
What if they
You
just
only
went to
go there.
piss?
It's the handicap stall. You don't go in there to take a piss.
What if the
No, that
urinals
is
were full?
true.
Right.
What if it was
That's
all
true.
full? I've
Because the
definitely gone
problem-
there to take a piss before. Come on, give me a break.
No,
Not
no.
if all the
The
stalls were
handicap
open.
stall is the last stall. Yeah. It doesn't make sense. There'd have to be so many people in the bathroom for use the handicap.
I personally don't use urinals.
Why?
I'm pee
Why
shy.
not?
I can't do it. I swear to God, hand to God. I swear to God.
And that happens to me too. But if it's one urinal over, I'm fine. If
No.
I'm like if they're really close to each other, I can't do it. But if they're if there's some space, I'm good.
No, the dude
Okay,
can't even be in the
this would-
sink. Can't do it.
You can,
I swear to God.
So you got to follow the rule, right? Unwritten rule: leave one in between,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. If you could shit, if you can do bare ass to the seat, how are you getting shy when you're taking
No,
a piss? It doesn't
so-
make any sense to me.
So I'm actually the opposite. If I had to pee, I'll like go to the urinal, and if there's like if there's like two urinals and another guy is in the urinal, I'll use the other urinal. I don't give a shit, and I'll even go up there and I'll like look at him, be like, oh.
I'll
You don't look at his dick?
See, that's the thing. Well, that's because the penis is like a sacred part of your body. So some people just when someone looks at it, I don't know. It's just like
sacred's the right word. I would say private.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sacred.
yeah.
It's not like sacred.
Sacred.
But I see what you're saying.
I'm praying to it.
I was in San Diego recently, and I went to the USS Museum, and in the urinal or in the bathroom, there was a urinal with a little soccer net on it, and it had like a little soccer ball, and you had to hit the
I've seen
soccer
those.
ball with your piss.
That's awesome.
And then there was one next to it, like a little
Amazing.
with like a field goal, and you pissed the football through the field goal, dude. Yeah, I
That's
took
awesome.
a picture of it. I was like, this is the fucking
Can you share it?
greatest thing in the world. What?
Can you share the picture?
It's on my phone. Hold on, let me see if I can grab it.
Yeah.
It's got to
Oh
be
my
right. It's gotta be
God.
right
If you
here.
gotta dig it.
It's
don't
like
worry.
it's like a fair carnival fair game. Like every time you go to take a piss.
Yeah. No,
Can you see
Low
it?
key,
I can. Yeah,
it's a
I
great
was
way
gonna-
to.
Oh
Yeah,
it's a
my
great way to keep
God,
the
that's
bathroom clean.
amazing.
That's
How
awesome.
fucking sick is that, dude?
So is the net like the
Yo.
urinal cake?
No, it was just like a little like
Oh,
soccer
okay,
net.
yeah. That's awesome.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, I wish I could pee longer. I was like seeing how long I could like hit the ball for.
That's a good way to reduce the workload for a janitor.
Yeah,
Labor
seriously.
shortage.
Yeah, I saw. Where
Put
was it?
a-
It was on Reddit. They had like a picture of a fly just in the urinal, and
Oh, I saw that.
us being our primitive man brain, like Evan said, just go like, I'm gonna hit that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna not hit it.
Dude, no,
Yeah.
I've seen that in real life somewhere. Where the fuck was I? I think in the airport. I think they have them in airports.
Probably yeah, anything with a lot of people.
At JFK, I
Well,
think JFK they had
At
it.
JFK, it
I
was
was just
probably an
recently.
actual fly. I guess.
Maybe,
Yeah,
yeah.
you might be right about that.
Do you guys shit in airports?
Yes.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
With
All right,
with
we're all on the same
there's
page.
one level of separation between my ass cheeks and the seat. Always.
Yeah, then you'll shit
Okay.
anywhere. As long as there's
Anywhere,
that
yeah.
separation. Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
If you gotta go, you
Dude,
gotta
one
go.
time at work at my old job, I took a really big shit, and the
And this is your
toilet
third shit story.
clogged.
Just saying.
Yeah, come on,
is it?
dude. How many fucking
He's got
how
more
many
where
shits
he
you
pissed his
taking?
pants.
Dude, I got so much more. Zach knows. But I take a huge shit at work. It clogs the toilet, and then it starts
You clogged an
overflowing.
industrial toilet, bro.
Yes, it started overflowing, and my shit literally exploded. So my shit chunks are flowing over the toilet. It hits the floor. It spreads out across the bathroom floor, and there's Hershey-sized kisses shit of my shit all over the bathroom
No
floor.
way!
Oh.
Give me a break.
So I was so
Oh.
embarrassed. I was throwing down fucking napkins to create like a dam, and then someone who's really senior at my company walks in the bathroom. And he's trying to take a piss, and he's like standing on the one little island, like he's got his nice shoes, and he's like on the little island trying to piss, and my shit, Hershey Kiss shit is all around him.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I'm showing this
Yes.
to people.
Yeah.
Did it look like this scene from?
Is that the movie
Dumb
Fired
and
Up?
Dumber?
No, it's
No,
Dumb and
Dumb and
Dumber.
Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. Yeah.
There's shit everywhere.
Yes, exactly.
One of my favorite movies.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
right.
I
Oh,
have no
God.
shortage
RIP.
of shit stories, so I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. Bob. Oh God,
Fucking great.
so good.
Yep, and everyone knew at work too. So
They knew it was you.
a few people knew.
Did you tell them, or they just found out because you were walking with like your pants around your ankles? I got a problem.
I think I had to tell him because the bathroom was a mess.
Yeah, true. You can be like, I just walked in. It was like this, you know, and just found it.
I
Like
had to
this.
go to the I had
what
to go to
the-
our admin and say there's been a serious issue in the bathroom.
Did you
She
do your
didn't ask
shocked
any
face?
questions.
You're
And I
like
was
you're like
like,
trying to
There's,
God.
I was like, there's been an accident.
you're trying to clean it up and like someone walks to the door, you're like, whoa, oh come on, who the hell did this? What's going on here? And try and play it off.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Does anybody have a towel?
Yeah, you definitely need a
too
towel
many
for
shit
that.
stories?
Wait, I actually have one sharding story.
I have a few of those too.
So one of my buddies, he purchased like a property up in Pennsylvania. He's from like around here, from like the city. He's someone I met through work, and we went to the property. He's like trying to like build it up and like build a house essentially, in Pennsylvania somewhere along like the Susquehanna River. And so it's a good spot for like a vacation, like an Airbnb. That's kind of what he wants to do with it. So we went up there for a weekend, and there's golf courses around, so we went and played golf. And we get there, check in, whatever. We're teeing off on like maybe the third hole. We drive it. I go into the woods. He goes into the woods. We drive off. Finish up the hole. We get to the next hole, and like we're waiting there, and he looks over to me at the card, and he's like, dude, I gotta take a shit. And I'm like, dude, the bathroom's all the way over there. Like, there's no way we're not going. We're not. There's a group behind us. This group's teeing off right now. We're gonna be up in like 2 minutes. Just hold it in. Like, we're good. We'll tee off, and then as we're going back towards the clubhouse, you can go take a shit. We'll be good. He's like, all right. So we waited. It ends up being like 5-10 minutes later. These guys are taking forever at the tee box. They're fucking duffing shots. So we get up there. I drive my ball. Whatever. He gets up to the tee box and he hits a drive. And he looks over at me after he hits the drive. He goes, I was like, what happened, dude? He goes, dude, I just fucking shorted. I just fucking shit my pants.
That's awesome.
I'm like, no fucking way. I start dying laughing. So we're like, all right, let's just skip this hole. We get into the cart. We're driving down. He's like driving with his like, with his like ass up in the ground like this. we get to the clubhouse.
Going through damage limitation at that point.
You know, we're hitting bumps. We're like going like this. We get to the clubhouse. He takes his shit. He comes out sweating, like ripping bullets, like all over the place. He comes out. He sits in the cart. We get to the next hole, tee off. He's got a huge brown stain on the back of his
That should be a fucking commercial for the sport of golf. Anything for golf.
Dude, it was the funniest thing in the world. And we ended up just playing 9 holes instead of full 18. We were just like, dude, we gotta get the fuck out of here, man. We can go. It was one of the funniest things in my entire life. It was so fucking funny.
God.
Wow.
So never, if you're at a golf course and you got to shit, just go. Don't hold it in.
You gotta,
Never know what the
you gotta
next
like
stop's gonna be.
eggs in the morning. So by the time you get to the courts, you can take a shit and then you're good to play.
Yeah, dude, you gotta. So that's. I think that's all on the sharding. That's it. That's the last.
A lot of shit talk today. I love it.
I'll table my short story for next time.
I mean, it sounds like you got a lot, so we have quite the reservoir.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll hear plenty of them along the way.
I'll save it for another day. Boys, I need to make like an ATM and withdraw from this conversation.
Oh my God!
Wait, it declined. It
Things you learn when you're riffing it up.
Riffing it up.